Hey, it's Heather. I'm in the kitchen and I'm going to make some green powder. Well, it won't be green, it's vegetable powder. I'm going to grind up these freeze-dried things in my grinder and make a personalized green powder. So, if you want to know how to do that, come along. I have freeze-dried. This is some spring mix, organic spring mix from the grocery store. This is carrot tops that I harvested out my garden. These are organic beets that I got from Azure Standard. And this is kale that I grew in my garden. So what I do is I take my handy dandy grinder thing here, grind it up, mix it all together, and that's my green powder. This is a grinder my family bought for me for my birthday last year, I think. And it is super duper handy, but before I got this, I just ground these things up in my Ninja. I put them right in this cup, a little bit at a time, grind it up. It worked perfect. But my old Ninja was really loud and my husband was tired of hearing it. So him and my sons bought me this for my birthday. So anyways, I love it. I'm glad they got it, but this also worked fine. So, all right, we're going to get started. I'm going to do the carrot tops first. And every time I use this, I have to get back accustomed to it. I should have did a little test run before I hopped on here, but today's been a super busy and exciting day because it's supposed to snow today. And I'm in South Carolina, and that doesn't happen a lot. And that's what they're saying is going to happen. So anyways, got me super excited. I was making soup, about to cook some apples, have bread rising, and I wanted to get this vegetable powder done as well. But anyway, just lots and lots going on today in the kitchen and all around. I just can't wait to see some snow. Anyway, okay, back to this. I like to do it enough that I don't have to keep opening it and shutting it. But if you do it too much, then the heat it'll heat it up so much that it'll start clumping up. So I don't like to heat it up too much. What that looks like. Oh yeah, see, that is much better. See, that's the carrot tops. So all of that ground down into that. This is the spring mix. Looks perfect to me. And if you only added green things, then it would be a green powder. But when I add these beets, it's going to turn purplish brown. And that's fine. I don't care what it looks like. I care about the nutritional value. And I like green powder because I can just throw it in my green drink, or I make a little energy type drink. I put it in that, and it's a way for me to get a lot of vegetables that I normally would not eat. Not that I don't like vegetables, but I don't like cooked beets. I'm not going to lie about that. Put all those in there. But I do like them freeze-dried. Freeze-dried beets are delicious. Very crunchy. And they're sweet, but I don't care for them cooked. So this is an easy way for me to get my beets in. Let's see. It's got a little bit of grit in it. I think I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to let that settle before I take the lid off after the beets made quite the little dusty mess. Clean up this mess. So, I think I know I'm making vegetable soup, and I'm going to make some homemade cornbread for supper tonight. What are y'all making for supper tonight? I love to hear what everyone's making. Might give me some ideas for another night. I get so tired of cooking the same thing. You know, you kind of get in the rut of cooking about the same things. I love to try something a little different. Mix it up some. Just mix it up really well. Sometimes I have spinach from the garden, beet tops, just whatever, greens or vegetables. I've put carrots in this before, celery, and sometimes it's not stuff from my garden. Sometimes it's stuff I found, a big bunch of organic celery on sale or something like that. I'll get it and freeze dry it. You can see that's not green. It's more, well, it's brown there, but it's kind of a purplish brown. And I'll put this in a mason jar, stick it in the refrigerator, and pull it out to put in my homemade energy drinks and green drinks. I might even throw some in soups or other dishes that I can get away with hiding it in. Trick my family. So anyway, I'm going to get this in a jar and I'll show you how much it made. Okay, so I have it all jarred up. This is what it condensed down into. I started out with 4 jars like this size, and I got this out of it. So that's how I do my vegetable powders. Do you make vegetable powder? How do you do yours? How do you dry it? How do you grind it? What do you put in it? I would love to hear from you. I know some things, you know some things. Let's share.